Wake up! This is Breakfast and Bets.
I had a little breakfast.
Let's get it, GMGP. It is Wednesday, October the 11th, 2023. Y'all decided to wake up with Mitch and Ray. This is Breakfast and Bets, talking some of the best players. I don't know what's on the TV behind me, Mitch. I don't know what that is. But we're going to be talking some best bets, some player props, using Flip, Underdog, Prize Picks, DraftKings, FanDuel, all
Listen,
of that
Ray,
good
I'm
stuff.
having trouble focusing, man. Get a little uncomfortable here.
I'm about to fix that. Mitch, how you doing, baby? How you doing this morning?
Oh, no. This intro is something special.
Oh, man. Yeah. Go ahead. Tell the people how you doing. I'm about to get the real thing up in the back, man.
Yeah, all right. Man, that is the real thing, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah, man. Tell the people how you doing this morning, man.
I'm good. Listen, we're 36 hours away from football. It's hard not to be good. I'm excited. Thursday night football. I don't care what people are saying. We got some opportunities to make some money. Whether or not this game's close, there's good game script to focus on. And I think we've got a good maybe 3-4 plays here right off the rip before we even dig into the slate that we can hook up anybody watching this show. So thanks for watching today. Make sure you guys hit that like button while you're watching here. First thing you're doing, just scroll down on your phone, man. It's right there. Just scroll down. If you're sitting there on a computer, you can see the button. Just push it.
Yes, sir. Well, let's talk about. We got a lot of people in the building. I see Saint Seth in here. Saint Seth and I have been dueling it out over on Mojo Fantasy on those contests over there. Make sure you check it out. I'm telling y'all, check out Mojo Fantasy. Bunch of free contests. You could check it out. Really sweet interface, awesome platform, and some very, very exploitable lines over there. And that's what we do. So quick recap. If y'all tapped into the show that is on the thumbnail from Monday night, full sweep of the Prize Picks plays that we talked about. All those came directly from the MySparry Odds Finder tool that is on Mitch's website. Straight from there, just shopping the lines, trying to find value. And that's what we're about to do right now. Mitch, quick recap on some of the things that we talked about over in our Dubclub Discord.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's do it. Throw me up on the screen here. I'm going to run through it 15 seconds. Let's make money. Saturday, Ray went 5-0 on a college football Prize Picks slip. Went 6-0 on another. Hit a 25X and a 10X. NFL Sunday, I went 18-4 for Dubclub. Hit a 10X for Prize Picks, my only slip of the weekend. NBA's coming, plus 48.73 units in the NBA playoffs alone last season, plus 50.3 units so far through NFL 5 weeks. You guys can get all that access down below. Promo code BFAST. Make sure you get hooked up, and you guys get a nice discount from Ray GQ. Now, here we are. We're talking NFL Thursday night football. It's an interesting one. 29.5 point team total for the Kansas City Chiefs. Broncos 17.5. We have Broncos as massive road dogs. Best line I could find for KC was minus 530 money line. Of course, we're not touching that. 10.5 point spread. And I wanted to bring this stuff up because it's extremely important for game scripting and how we could take advantage. First play I wanted to talk about right here, Jerick McKinnon taking the under 9.5 rushing yards. Now, this line continues to flip-flop, all right? He's been under in all 5 games this season. Anytime the Chiefs are playing with a lead, he's not going to be getting those carries. He's kind of that like change of pace back. So yeah. I'm not really focusing on him unless they are in a close spread. If they're maybe in a potential shootout, I don't think either will come to fruition on Thursday night. So right now, currently moved to 8.5. This will go back and forth because money keeps coming on the over 8.5. It's going to move to 9.5, take the under then, so on and so forth. So that was a quick one I wanted to give you. Here's the first pick of the Thursday night that is still live. You guys can grab this. Isaiah Pacheco, minus 110 right now on Fliff. It moved yesterday on DK to plus 100. So this line also moving around. Listen, again, I just talked about it. Minus 550 best line, 10.5 point spread. This is a game script thing, right, Ray? I mean, right. You know this. I know this. A lot of people know this. When you've got a team, especially playing at home, and they're favored, they get to pound the rock in the second half. Pacheco's got an opportunity to score some tutties. And if Travis Kelce ends up missing this game or is limited, let's say they're up by 17 points at half, I'm sorry, Kelce's not going to get trotted out there with a low ankle sprain and an opportunity where he could get hurt, make it a high ankle sprain, get worse, whatever it might be. Now, they're going to protect their number one offensive playmaker. Pacheco's going to get those red zone touches. I honestly am starting to think that if Kelce misses this game, I'm going to be taking the 2+ and 3+ touchdown props on FanDuel Sportsbook, where you get I think it's like plus 260, and then the 3 touchdowns like plus 800 or something. So I'll be looking at those depending on what happens with Travis Kelce.
Is there reports that he may miss? I have not seen that, Mitch. Are there reports that he's? I know he was a little banged up last game. Here's the thing: the bigger point to why I like this Pacheco play. Denver, they're bleeding yards to the running back, absolutely being gutted by running backs this season. There are reports and rumors that everybody is on the trade block for the Denver Broncos, defensive players included. They lost Randy Gregory before the game last week. This should be, I don't want to call any game an easy game. It's the NFL, any given Sunday, any given Thursday, any given Saturday. But the Kansas City Chiefs should be able to run all over this team. Isaiah Pacheco is the goal line back. You got a great quarterback putting you in good scoring opportunities. I like Pacheco, period, in this matchup.
What do you think about his rushing yards this week? I believe it was moved up to, I'm actually going to highlight 2 things while we're looking at the screen. So his rush attempt prop, I think this is the thing that kind of makes me a little suspect here.
Yeah.
So we've got the game script where we're like, yeah, they're going to be able to pound the rock, right? Are they saying that maybe potentially KC just blasted him in the mouth all day, just getting punched in the mouth, that, Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets some second half carries or so forth? Because this 16.5 line seems low. I mean, we're looking at a plus 102 on FanDuel to the over for that. And then if you go over to his rushing yards, well, then this kind of tells me he's going to have more than 16.5 rushing attempts.
Yeah.
Or otherwise he's going to be averaging over 5 yards a carry.
Yeah, man, this is one where, so I'm just looking at Denver right now through 5 games. Their pass defense is 32nd in the NFL, and their run defense is EPA, 32nd EPA, and their run defense is 30th in the NFL. Like, this is just an awful defensive team. Awful defensive team going up against the 4th best passing offense according to EPA, and the 24th best run offense, according to EPA. So I think that's where it's coming from. They're saying Kansas City's not the best run offense. They're a better passing offense. This is a worse pass defense. But honestly, Mitch, follow the money. Trust the math, right? Wife's leaving. Have a good day. Wife's taking the kid to the fair today. But, yeah, I like Pacheco. And then in the chat, Sam said, Pacheco, anytime TD on DK is up to minus 165 right now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
At this point, let me give you guys a little tip. All right. This is for all the beginners out there. When you miss an opportunity to grab a really nice value on a line like that, you know what you can do is you take that team with a large spread and you can alt line it. You can maybe even take Pacheco to score with the Kansas City Chiefs money line, and you're gonna bump that line down to minus 110 again, minus 115. Yep. On Fliff, he's still a decent line. It's minus 120. That's a legal sports book in 40 plus states. You could grab that alone, or you can pair that with the Chiefs money line. I'm sorry, I agree with Ray. I don't know how they lose this one at home in Arrowhead against a beaten up and honestly just a lower tier team in the NFL this season, the Denver Broncos. So you could grab Pacheco, you can money line it or parlay it with the KC money line, and then you're looking at like plus 130. So
I like that a lot.
There's a lot of ways to go with this one.
I like that a lot. Let's pull back up. I see you got prize picks up. I see you got
let's do it.
You got Travis Kelce up here, and then you got Pacheco. There's the passing, rushing, and receiving TD. I am hammering both of these. But I love both of these plays, Mitch.
Yep. They're fantastic, and you can get them both. Here, let me zoom this out. Sorry. You can get them both on Underdog as well, over half a touchdown for both. And listen, if anybody is worried, and again, he only missed the Tuesday walkthrough. Tuesday, I think it was shoulders, just uppers, right? So it wasn't even like a full practice. I believe today they do their walkthrough. As long as he shows up walkthrough, he's going to be playing Thursday night. Yeah. He came back in after he hurt his ankle. And he scored a touchdown.
That's why I'm not as concerned. I think Kelce's going to play.
I agree. And I think that honestly, listen, for a team, I guess it moved from a 30.5 team total to a 29.5 implied team total. You could take both these guys. These guys are going to be the touchdown scorers this season.
Yeah. And
I think you could grab both of them. Pacheco has a touchdown in 3 straight games. Travis Kelce, I believe, in 3 of the first 4 he's played in this year. Give me the over. You just grab both of them. The problem is you can't parlay these together on Underdog or Prize Picks or Parlay Player or any of these other sites because they're on the same team. You got to have another player in there. So I was kind of trying to scan and see what else we had. And, Kareem Jackson, listen, if you want to play the plus EV game, I'm not entirely sure I like this play. Again, data-driven wise, he continues to hit the over, and that's partially because teams throw the
Right.
football on the left and right. And if that is what Vegas is also saying is going to happen here, then I am a little concerned about this play. But listen, if we're just looking to highlight valuable plays, the Kareem Jackson under 6.5 is juiced everywhere. The best line I could find was a -130. It's all the way up to -145 on some books to the under. So you're playing the plus EV game. You can slam in Kareem Jackson, and there you go. You've got an alternate pick that isn't a Chief, and Kareem Jackson on Prize Picks and Underdog is available. So, the 3 pick on Underdog is a nice way to enter slips over on Underdog. Not something you want to do on a Prize Pick, so I think we should look for a Flex 5, Flex 6 today.
Yeah, and I know you're a little concerned about Kareem Jackson, and I'm looking at it too. It is juiced heavy to the under right now. But by that same token, if this is going to be a matchup where both teams are going to just do what they want to do, kind of throw the ball around. I mean, I'm looking at Justin. Is it Justin Reed? Justin Reed. Justin Reed. Go to Justin Reed, the safety. He is at 4.5 on Prize Picks, and we've got juice to the over on DraftKings, Caesars, MGM, -135 to -130 on that one. Average odds -132 to the over, and you're getting -119 on Prize Picks for Justin Reed. And I also know J Step in the chat said he loves the Josie Jewell and Alex Singleton tackle and assisted tackles play. Juice to the under at 10.5, but both his backups are injured. But again, if you're playing the plus EV game and you are a little concerned about Kareem Jackson and his tackles because they are going to throw the ball, I mean, Justin Reed at 4.5 has got juice to the over right now across all the major books.
Yeah, that's an interesting play, and I just retweeted your tweet out there, guys. If you guys could do us a huge favor and you have the opportunity to do so, grab that tweet from Ray, retweet that, help us spread out the love, the word. You like free content, support that free content. We'll keep lining your pockets. I really like that play with Justin Reed, and I think you nailed it. If we're talking game script and KC's up, and we have Denver heaving the football in the second half. And by the way, if you go look at the play volume from Denver, not that good this year, between 58 and 63 total plays per game, basically. Excuse me, I had to mute the mic to keep coughing. Man, I can't kick this cold here.
I was wondering what I'm looking at plays. I had to stop the damn thing. I'm like, what? Did my stream cut out? Where'd he go? Go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, it's been brutal. It's been brutal. I actually had to move into the office like a few days ago. It's just been a tough go. Your prayers would be welcomed out there if anybody wants to send 1 or 2 my way, man. This chest cold has been something special. So anyways, Justin Reed, I like it. Game script wise, I like it. It makes sense. It gives us a 4th pick. We're still looking for 1 more. I mean, potentially we can even get all 5 picks in for this game. Those are fun. At the very least, we can have some fun with it. Doesn't need to be anything official or crazy. Slam in a 5 pick Thursday night football, gives you a little itch to scratch. And
Right.
Listen, if you win and you got some extra money for Sunday, then everybody, it's a W all around. It's the entertainment W. It's the cash W. It's the stream W.
Yeah, well, I like that. I like the replay, and I'm looking at just sort of what he's done this season. He's gone over this number 3 of 5 games. One of the games that he didn't hit it was versus the Bears. They blew the Bears out, and the Bears only threw the ball 22 times in that matchup versus Kansas City. Now, the Jets game versus Zach Wilson, he did throw the ball 39 times, completing 28 passes. That's the only 2 games this season that he failed to record 5 tackles in a matchup. So if the script is they can't run the ball, Javonte Williams is still a little bit banged up, Russell Wilson and company are going to have to throw to keep him in there, good chance that Reed is in the money. Like, screw all the analysis that I'm giving you. It is juice to the over, and the best odds that you can find right now are on Prize Picks. So I'm with both. I'm with both of those, Kareem Jackson and Justin Reed, targeting the safeties in this matchup.
Well, I got a question about this too. Then, so if we're scripting, if you and I are both saying, listen, KC's up second half, Denver can't run the football right now. There's maybe some hamstring issues with Javonte Williams. What's going to happen in that backfield? Is KC's defense going to show up at home, which I think it does? Isn't Wilson just going to drop back 40, 45 times this game?
You would think so. One would think that, right? One would think, but it's Sean Payton. The hell if I know.
That's fair. So is that one of those spots where you're like, it makes sense logically, but stay away?
Yeah, and I mean, looking at it from the EV angle, there's not enough money flowing in right now for me to give me a lean one way or the other. this would be one that I'd probably sit on this one, Mitch, personally. Probably sit on this one and wait a little bit, see what happens between later today and tomorrow. For me personally, on this one.
All right, that makes sense. So we could fade that one. I was digging so deep this morning. I was looking at Tommy Townsend punt stats. Went back to last year. He had only had 4 or more in 6 games, but he had 3 4 other times. So in 10 of 17, he had 3 or more. This year, he's had 3 or more in 3 of the games he's played in. Again, listen, there's just not a lot out right now for Thursday night football. There's not a lot of options. You don't even have kicking opportunities for the game. Tackle assist is running small here, only 6 options. So I'm not entirely sure I have another play for this game. I think we kind of have given out some value here, unless you have another one.
Well,
We've got 4 on Prize Picks and 4 on Underdog for Thursday night.
Well, let's pull up the passing yard numbers. Let's just pull those up really quickly, just to kind of see what we're working with on the odds finder tool versus what's actually on some of the books and some of these fantasy gaming DFS platforms.
All right, here we go. So we got the MySprite.com odds finder. You guys can use this. Grab that link down below. And the lines are fairly even across the board, both odds-wise and line-wise, meaning the odds are all around -115, -117, and the line is all around 274. Only place is slightly different is Prize Picks 275. That's totally irrelevant to me. A 1-yard difference in a very large number means nothing.
Yeah, I'm with you. Nothing there. So let's do this, Mitch. Let's go back to Prize Picks. Let's pull up what we have right now. So we've got Kelce and Pacheco, and I don't even know, can we play both of those touchdowns together? I know sometimes Prize Picks be tripping with that. So
yeah, so I think we can. I've honestly never played 2 players from the same team. I know what you can't do is you can't mix different touchdown props. So like I can't use pass rush receiving and then also go use a rushing touchdown prop for Jalen Hurts.
Yep.
But we'll find out. I'll try to enter this. And listen, if we can't, my friends, we're at least giving you some picks, mix and match them, do what you want with them. We're not entirely here every single show to give you a slip per se. We're just handing out as much info as we can. You guys take that info, absorb it, and do what you want with it. Hopefully line your pockets.
Yeah, I just tried to play it, and it wouldn't let me take 2 touchdowns from the same team. Like I just tried to put it in. So again, take whichever one you like. I like both of them. I'll run one with Pacheco, and then I'll run one with Kelce.
Nothing wrong. One of them's gonna score, right?
Yeah, I'll run one, and that's not a bad way to kind of hedge it out either. One of the 2 will score. There's no doubt about that, Mitch. No doubt about that. What were you about to say? You're about to say something though.
Yeah, I think there's some interesting lines. And listen, we've talked about this in the past, those gut feels, right? So like 2 weeks ago, yeah, buddy, you and me made a slip on our Wednesday morning show for Sunday. And there are no lines that we have to use as a compass for Sunday, but we have our knowledge. We understand the game. We understand the matchups, the opposing teams, what they run. And we looked at it and we were like, let's do it. We put it together. We missed by like a half a reception. We almost swept at 5 of 5. I think there's an opportunity to do a little bit of that today, looking at some of this stuff. And one of them kind of popped off the screen here, Tyreek Hill scoring a touchdown against Carolina. Did not see odds for it this morning. Might be up already, though. Who knows? You never know. This stuff kind of comes and goes. Tyreek Hill, I mean, how do you not take him to score again against Carolina? This defense is a sieve. Miami continues to just pour on the points. Tyreek Hill, of course, not really ever stoppable per se. The man can take a slant 80 yards to the house on any given touch. So I think a play like that, if you're looking to kind of just get a 5th play in there, I think Tyreek Hill to score is a fine option.
Yeah, and listen, I know, Mitch, I understand. We need some more books to compare some of these lines against, but I'm looking right now and I'm seeing, Jalen Hurts. I mean, that's 3-4 yards difference there. I get so tempted looking at these discrepancies between Prize Picks and Underdog to just load one up in there real quick. Like Geno Smith, 248.5 on Prize Picks, 253.5 on Underdog. And I'm just like, man, what side do I want to lean? Versus Cincinnati, they're getting their passing game going. This feels like a good opportunity to grab some Geno Smith over his passing yard value, but I'll give it to the end of the day. I'll say that, Mitch. By the end of the day, I'm taking one of these damn plays. It's just too much value on the discrepancies between Prize Picks and Underdog out there.
Yeah, and there were earlier this week, and I'm going to see if I can highlight a few for people right now as I'm scrolling through so you guys can see it with me. Here's one, Ray. Throw the odds finder back up on the screen. So, listen, if you're just looking
Yep.
for a little discrepancy value, Tyreek Hill, 91 yards on Prize Picks, underdog 95. It means you could take either the under 95.5 on UD or take the over 91.5 on Prize Picks. And this is kind of where you need to go with your gut a little bit, right? We got no compass. There's no odds, no lines, no markets for this. It's just these two sites. And you go, all right, yeah, I'm not taking an under on Tyreek Hill. So you take the over. Cooper Kupp. All right, listen, my man's had like 92 plus receiving yards in like 24 of the last 29 games. Something outrageous if you take the playoffs out, right? Well, I believe 4 of his 6 unders were against the Arizona Cardinals. However, now he's got Puka Nacua on the other side, ran 100% of the snaps. Cooper Kupp ran 95% of the snaps. Does that have finally having a guy, probably the first guy he's had, and maybe even a better one since Robert Woods, taking some attention away from him? Does that open it up? Does he finally hit the over against Arizona? So you can grab the over 87, or if you're a believer and be like, nah, Arizona's just got his number, take the under. There you go. There's a nice discrepancy. One of them I wanted to highlight. I hope it's still there. Yes, it is. There we go. Stefon Diggs over 84.5 receiving yards, baby.
Yes.
So let's plug that in right now.
He's been cashing. He's been money for us. Stefon Diggs has been money. Let's take the value. Let's gut feel
Absolutely,
this one,
man. And on top of that, I took out the Travis Kelce touchdown. I went Pacheco. Okay. And now we've got 5 picks in this.
There it is.
There it is. I mean, we got a flex 5 for people. I'll give it away in chat here. I'll drop the link before the stream is over. Let me talk about Stefon Diggs for a minute, being a Buffalo Bills homer, okay? So, Stefon Diggs, he continues to rack up the yardage. He's out there for a snap rate of around 80%, but his route running rate is insane. Basically, if he's on the field, they're throwing the football. And Diggs, man, he's just getting them downfield passes. Talked about it going into this past week. I'm going to talk about it going into this week. Last season, he had a 20-plus yard reception in every single game but 2. He's had 5 so far through this NFL season. I expect him to keep that up. Stefon Diggs, 84.5. If the books open up on this, I'm throwing 2 units on that. That is low against the Giants. Man. They are at home, Ray, on Sunday Night Football after a miserable and sloppy loss on the road. Showed up way too late. Didn't get to London until Friday, and they looked it. They looked sleepy. They did not play well against Jacksonville in London. I expect the Buffalo Bills to come out, pounce on the Giants, be firing on all cylinders. Giants struggling to get pressure on opposing quarterbacks. Josh Allen's going to have time to sit back there, let routes develop. Route running artist and Stefon Diggs is going to get down the field. Give him the over 84. Now, when we're looking at sportsbooks later this week, pay attention, my friends. This matters to me. When you guys get these lines out here and you see this line probably open up somewhere between 80 and 90, go look at FanDuel Sportsbook. Go look at DK. Look at the alt lines, plus 100, plus 120, plus 110, and snag them. I'm going to be honest here. So I talked about this last week, and I brought it up on our show. Stefon Diggs, when he had last week, his line was 82.5, right?
Yep.
When he is at 82.5, whatever the line was, he had hit the over in 13 of 22 games, now 14 of 23. And he had 100 plus receiving yards in 11 of those 13 games. Meaning, if Josh Allen and Stefon Diggs are simpatico in a game, he has an elite ceiling. Don't just sit there and take the 1 yardage prop, climb that dang ladder, make yourself some more money. We banged home that plus 162 last week with Stefon Diggs. I'm doing the same thing this week. I'm taking the over on the yardage prop, and then I'm climbing the ladder. I'm going to grab the plus 160. I'm going to grab the 250, and I'm going to make sure my pockets are a little bit deeper this weekend because I think the upside is immense at home Sunday Night Football after a bad loss.
I'm with you. I think I'm going to ladder Diggs this week too. I've been missing out on those opportunities, but you can do the same thing. I'm in Texas. I know a lot of people have asked, like, does this service help me? Why should I join? I'm not in a state that uses FanDuel. I'm not either. I'm in Texas, so I've got to use some alternate books. You can still make money and be profitable using the Prize Picks, the underdogs, and on Fliff. And you were talking about Pacheco and Kelce. Right now, if you just want a single, do it on Fliff right now. Honestly, for both of those to score a touchdown on Thursday night, the odds are much better on Fliff than any other book right now. Right now, what did we? Pacheco minus 120 to score a touchdown on Fliff. Every other book, DK minus 165, minus 140 on FanDuel. I mean, get in on Pacheco. If you just want to enter a single or same game parlay, minus 120 for Pacheco on Fliff. And then Travis Kelce, same thing on Fliff. I believe it's minus 135. Yeah, minus 130. Every other book, 1-70, 145, -165. FanDuel, even -135. So if you want to take a play, takes just a single touchdown slip, Kelce or Pacheco on flip, you're getting some nice value over there.
And as we both were agreeing earlier, I mean, shoot, if you think the Chiefs are going to win, just parlay it with the Chiefs money line, and you're going to
Yes.
get plus odds potentially on that one. So there's ways for y'all to make money out there. Don't be
100%.
blind and sit there and just do parlay sites only.
No.
You know, spread your wings, man. A lot of you guys got access to more things. Dive into our Dubclub. Ray and I are going to make sure we take care of you. Ray banging home 25 X's on college football. I'm hitting them on NFL. We're going to make you money. We're going to at least put you in the best spot to make some money. And you're going to get all our football knowledge, our plays, things like that. So we've got 5 picks right here on Prize Picks. I'm going to make sure I enter that. I'll give it away for everybody. Let me give it a quick rundown. And if we want to find a 5th pick for underdog, we can do that as well. So we got Isaiah Pacheco or Travis Kelce, as we were just talking about. And listen, if you're playing the plus EV game, the option is to go with Travis Kelce. If you're going to go with the gut feel, the data-driven Mitch Carl play, well, that's going to be Pacheco. Ray, if you had to decide, well, I'm going to let you share yours as well. If you had to decide between Travis Kelce and Isaiah Pacheco, who are you going with in this slip?
Give me Pacheco. I'd go with Pacheco. I like both of them, but this run defense is putrid. Brees Hall just had damn near 200 yards on him. They're bleeding yards to the running back. Pacheco's running on all cylinders. He's running hot right now. Pacheco's going to get in the end zone. And Kelce. They're both going to score, Mitch. They're both going to score.
Oh, my gosh. Before I could enter it, I'm literally about to enter this. Unbelievable, dude. Kareem Jackson just moved. That means it's going to move quickly here in UD as well.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's.
Joke.
Yeah, that.
Dang it, dude. I was just about to enter it after the rundown.
Oh, God. If you wouldn't have, you see, it's your fault for asking me. If you would have just put the damn thing in, it would have been good.
I mean, I'm gonna see if I can.
You're gonna try to do it. Go ahead and try to jam Kelce in there. Try to jam. I told you, you can't do it. You can't do it. You can't do it. Now, don't listen. Don't scramble for a 5th. Don't do it. There's 4 plays. This is what happens when you stream live. Hopefully, some people were able to get it in. This is what happens. Don't force it. We've got 4 picks out here, right there. Don't force it, Mitch. Unless there's something that looks good, don't force it. There's 4. People can find a 5th, man.
Yeah, it won't be a problem. Shouldn't be hard. You know what I'll do is I'll grab these 4. I'll take a hot minute after the stream, and I'll post something inside Discord. Okay.
Yeah.
So
there it is.
Anybody watching along that's our members, I'll try to take care of you. Don't sweat it. Even if I got to go with one of these gut feel picks that are going to be based on the value that we have, because it's not like he's the only player that has some upside here. I mean, I already like Marquise Brown a little bit, especially if the running game's going to struggle a little bit this weekend. He's getting a lot of targets
versus the Rams. That's not a bad matchup either. That's not a bad matchup with James Conner going down, the Rams throwing the ball like crazy. You already talked about how bad the Arizona Cardinals pass defense is. This could be one where you've got no choice but to throw the ball, and Hollywood Brown is the primary target earner in that offense. Just gut. I don't mind that at all, but, we'll see.
Well, I know. Yeah, he's had 61, 96, 61 the last 3 games. His one miss against the Giants, he had 54. Clearly, target volume is increasing. So, yeah, that's not a bad idea to put him in there as the 5th if you wanted a quickie. Let's see. Cooper Kupp, again, we talked about him. Tyreek Hill, we already have the touchdown prop in there. Maybe Terry McLaurin taking the under. AJ Terrell? Is that his name for Atlanta?
Yep, that's AJ Terrell. Yep. He's blanketed everybody he's played.
So that's not bad. It's not like he's been hitting the over like crazy either. So, I mean, that could be an opportunity. Again, I'll post this inside Discord after we're done here. But he's been under this number in all but 1 game this year. Actually, dude, I think I might just jump on this.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all. I think you should take the under. I like it a lot. I'm actually trying to load it in right now myself.
And now the question comes down to, do I want to grab the under on Terry, little F1 action, or do I want to grab the under on Terry and take the over on Marquise Brown and make it a flex 6?
Yeah, it's just don't you get greedy, Mitch. Don't you get greedy.
I am greedy, Ray.
Don't you get I like Brown. I'm telling you right now that all the passing metrics, game script is there. The Rams are one of the best passing offenses in the NFL. The Cardinals are going to have to throw the damn ball. I mean, Kupp is back. Puka's doing his thing. They're going to have to throw the ball in that matchup. Division matchup should be high-scoring game. I like Hollywood Brown in that one. Just gut. There's not enough data for me to give an informed, data-driven opinion right now, but the gut lean is I like Hollywood Brown.
What do we think of Zay Flowers here? 10, 11 targets as 3 of the 5 games, 5 and 4 in the others. Matchup against Tennessee is freaking
great matchup.
glorious.
As long as he doesn't drop the damn ball, that's what he was doing all on Sunday. I mean, Flowers should have had 100+ receiving yards and couldn't hold on to the ball.
You're not wrong, man. I was a little nervous there in the beginning. He dropped like a 25-yard pass in one of the first plays of the game, and I was like, that's going to come back to bite us. But luckily, he went over the I think we had him at like 40.5 on PointsBet, 44.5 on PrizePicks. Easy money. Finished with 73. I think that's an interesting play. You know, you can start to see a little bit of money coming in on the over on some books here. Pinnacle, -132, -130 on DK. I mean, that's potentially a very nice 6th option, or again on UD, a 5th option.
I like it. I like Flowers, man, and this is one where the Ravens need to get it. They need to win this game, man. They can't drop, and I know it's not a divisional opponent, but you don't want to be losing to the Titans, man. Are they at home or on the road?
They're on the road in Tennessee, and I think if anything, that makes it potentially a little bit safer too.
Yep, I'm with you. All right, did you load it in there? Did we get McLaurin?
I did load in McLaurin. I was just deciding if we wanted a 6th because I have problems.
You want to go with Flowers? I like Flowers in that matchup. Odell's
I
banged
threw Flowers on underdog while we were talking.
On underdog? Cool.
Yeah, so now we got 2 of them. We got two 5-pick options.
2 5-pick, and it's in London, not Tennessee. London game. London
good point.
game.
Good point.
London game. I don't. Yeah.
Makes no difference to me, to be honest.
Yep, makes no difference. Same. All right, read them out. What do we got on there?
Yes, sir. Pacheco to score a touchdown again. If you want to rotate in Travis Kelce, go for it. Justin Reed over 4.5 tackles and assists. Tyreek Hill to keep on scoring, an absolute machine. Stefon Diggs, give me the over. Terry McLaurin under 56.5, getting that AJ Terrell treatment there. And an underdog, Kareem Jackson, grab this before this move. While we were alive. Travis Kelce to score, Pacheco to score. Look at this. You can plug them both in on UD. What a nice value.
It's nice.
Reed over 4.5 again, and then Zay Flowers, the man, the myth, the legend.
I like it. Look at that. We came on here talking about we weren't going to do anything with the Sunday games, and all the damn slips got the Sunday matchups on there. So, Mitch, are we going to split this? If anybody tails this, are we going to split this with the winner?
Let's do it, man. We'll do it inside Discord for our
Discord.
Dubclub members. Absolutely.
There it is. Appreciate everybody tuning into the stream. Use the promo code BFAST to get $10 off of that subscription. It is fantastic. Jay Stepp is in there. And it's not just me and Mitch. There are tremendous people who grind this shit out all day, every day, and post plays. They've got skin in the game. When we sweat, you sweat. When you're sweating, we're sweating. When you win, we win. That's what we're bringing together. It's a dope community. It's a different vibe. There's a lot of different sort of betting styles to fit your flavor. It's a phenomenal place to be, and we're all trying to do the same thing, beat the books down. So go over there, check it out. It's fantastic. Appreciate everybody being in the stream. Hit that thumbs up button, like the comment below. Let us know any plays that you have found that is some good value that we may have missed, or if you come back later in the day and you're watching this down the line, some things have shifted in our favor. Comment, let us know. We'll get back to you, and hell, we might even enter another slip based on some movement. So we may put out a video tomorrow, depending on if any lines move, but we will be back, Mitch and I, on Sunday for more breakfast and bets, and then me and JRich on Monday. Let's cash out and make some money. We appreciate y'all being here today, and we'll see y'all on Sunday. Make sure you wake up on Friday with me and JRich. I'm out. Peace.